I'd like to start today in child's pose and maybe having the arms folded alongside the body. So it's a really restful version.
And if your head doesn't come to the ground in this pose, then if you have something handy to place under your forehead, please do that. And if you don't, then go ahead and just place your hands or your fists. Taking some deep breaths in. And see if the inhale can fill the space of your back. When you exhale, really relax down into yourself. All the stretching in this pose comes from the breath. Just like a still balloon gets stretched by blowing into it. You can think of the flesh and the muscles of your back like the skin of a balloon. Feel it expanding as you inhale and relaxing as you exhale. Keep the inhale flowing in until there's really absolutely no more space for more breath. Really challenge the fullness of your breath. And then we'll extend the arms overhead
And take them over to the right.
Try to keep your left sit bone back and down, pressing your right hand into the ground. And then reach out long through the left fingers. Keep your head relaxed down, your upper body releasing onto your lower body. And your breath deep and slow. And then begin to walk the hands over to the left. Maybe that left hand comes more beside you so that as you push into it, it really sends your right hip back. Head down, right fingers extending out as long as they'll go. Feeling the length of the whole right side. Feeling the breath relating to that length. Stay connected to your body. And then bring the hands back to center. Lift your hips coming onto the top of your head and clasp your hands behind your back, rolling the shoulder blades in as you lift the hands up. Keep lifting, moving the hands in the direction of the thumbs. Maybe bringing the heels of the hands together. And release the hands down. Press into them to lift your head. Coming onto hands and knees. And then bring the right arm behind the left wrist all the way down onto the ground. Now, before you place your head down, bring your head as far forward as it'll go. So there's lots of space between your right ear and your right shoulder. Left hand presses down and cross the ankles. Take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, press into the left hand to roll onto the back of your head. And then bring the left arm up, reaching it back as much as you can. Inhale, squeeze the ankles together. Exhale, twist. And release the hand down. Release the ankles. Press into the left hand to lift yourself back up. And then slide the right arm behind the left wrist, coming all the way down onto the shoulder if you're able. And then moving your head as far forward as you can and placing it down on the ground. Cross the ankles. Deep breath in, pressing into the right hand. Exhale, turning your head, moving toward the back of your head. Good. And then right arm lifts up. Squeeze the ankles as you breathe in. Relax and turn as you breathe out. And release the hand down. Slowly unravel. Coming back to hands and knees. Release the ankles. Finding yourself in a table posture. On hands and knees equally. Fists are fine instead of hands. We'll move into cat and cow. Starting by inhaling and curling the tailbone up so the belly opens. Feel the breath coming into the belly and then rolling up the front of the body as the eyes reach up. And then exhale, tailbone down. Belly lifts up, releasing the air out. Continue to round, dropping the head down. Good. Flowing with the breath. letting the inhale complete itself and the movement of the spine follow.
And then the exhale. One more in each direction. And then come back to neutral spine and send the right foot all the way out. Come down onto your left elbow and then reach your right hand for your right ankle or as far as you can go. If you happen to be holding on to your right foot, don't worry about it if you're not. But if you are and you want even more of a stretch, just shift your hips to the left. Steady, slow breath. Good. Release that hand. Bring it to the ground to help lift yourself up, rolling all the way up. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Bend to the right. And good. And then lift up and bring that left hand back to the left heel. If you don't reach, just curl your toes under and see if that helps you reach. If you still don't reach, just bring your hand to your hip. Once you're on your heel or your hip, rotate your chest up, drop your head back, lift the right arm up. Keep your right leg straight and the foot grounded. Feel the breath spreading open the lungs, the front of the body. Good. Release the hands both to the ground, off to the left. Swing the right leg forward, coming onto the heel. And then bring one hand on either side. And then just point and flex the right foot, pulling it in and pressing it down. Good. And the next time you're in the flex position, the toes pulled up, hold there. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower your belly toward your thigh. Keep looking up. Inhale, look up some more. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the belly. Keep looking up. One more time. Inhale, look up more. Exhale, bend elbows, lower belly, and release your head.
Now, notice how much weight you have in the hands or fingers. Can you see how the weight in your hands is actually holding you up, preventing you from sinking fully into the pose? So maybe now on your next exhale, take weight out of your hands and let the torso fall how it may. Relax your head down. Maybe pull the right buttock back, streaming the breath through the body. Where do you notice it in this position? How does it feel here? Are you bracing or are you surrendering? And don't make yourself wrong with whatever you discover. There's no wrong, there's no right, there just is. It's just an opportunity to be curious and see, what is my experience right now? Can you meet your experience fully and accept it just as it is? And then we'll lift the head, shift the hips forward, coming into a lunge. You can keep your hands on the ground, or maybe you want to bring your hands onto your knee. Maybe you want to leave your right hand on your right knee and lift your left arm up, or maybe both arms up. Keep sinking the hips down, moving the tailbone toward the right heel. Lift the ribs up out of the way so that the upper body floats up just as much as the lower body sinks down. Can you see how the inhale allows you to lift and the exhale helps you sink? Good. And release the hands down and send that right knee back. And then take the left foot out to the side and come down onto your right elbow. Reach your left hand for your foot, maybe the arch, maybe the ankle, maybe it comes all the way around and you can hold on to the foot, or maybe it just comes nowhere close to the foot. Really doesn't matter where you land. It matters that you're going as far as your body can go. That's where the stretch is. Doesn't matter how it looks, just how it feels. So if you're feeling that stretch, great. If you're wanting to increase the stretch and you're holding on to your foot, shift the hips a little bit to the right. Feeling the sensation, but focusing on the breath so that the mind stays calm and relaxed. You don't get resistance to the sensation. Good. Bring the hand under you. Press down to roll yourself up. Reaching all the way up. Inhale. Exhale down to the left. Sliding the left hand down. Reaching the right hand out. Breathing deep, slow, long,
full breaths. On your next inhale, come up. And then exhale the right hand to the right heel, curling the toes under if you need, or just taking the hip if you don't reach. Leaning back, roll the chest up, drop the head back, lift the arm up and back. Good. Straighten that left leg. And lift. Bring the hands down off to the right. And bring the left leg forward. One hand now on either side of that leg. And we'll just point and flex. Trying to touch the toes to the floor and then pulling them in. And then hold the flex position. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the belly, keep looking up. Inhale, look up some more. Exhale, bend the elbows, drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, elbows, belly, and then the whole body relaxes over, head releasing. And again, bringing awareness to the hands or fingers on the ground. See if there's tension in the arms. Check in around the shoulders, maybe the face. And then on your next exhale, really bend those elbows, take weight out of your hands and drop. Keep the left foot flexed and maybe even pull back through the left buttock. Continuing to monitor yourself for resistance, for tension. Keep the breath deep and slow, that will help. Maybe put a slight smile on your face. Keep dropping the shoulders. Dropping the judging mind, the evaluating mind. Can you draw a distinction between investigating and evaluating? Knowing what's happening versus having an opinion about what's happening. Good. We'll lift the head, bend that front knee, shifting the hips down and forward. And then coming into whatever position you want for the upper body. You can just stay here. I find that oftentimes I can surrender to gravity and sink my hips even lower when my hands are down. But you might like lifting the upper body. So see what works for you. Where does breath make some more space? And release down. Send your left knee back. And we'll come into child's pose. Take a rest. Again, supporting your head with a prop or with hands or fists if it doesn't come to the ground. Okay. And then hands under the shoulders, chin to chest. Slowly come up and reach the arms up. Good. Bring the palms together, bend the elbows, and bring the thumbs to the upper back. Inhaling, elbows up, exhaling, thumbs down. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head and drop the head forward, letting the elbows sink heavily toward the ground. Imagining heavy weights suspended from the elbows. Then maybe pressing your hands in the direction of the top of your head, just creating a little traction there. Beautiful. Release the hands. Slowly lift the head up. And we'll come onto our belly. And take a deep breath and feel the belly against the ground and exhaling, sinking in. Press the tailbone down and then reach the right arm forward and reach back for the left foot. We're going to start with the head down, maybe on the forehead or the chin, just pulling the heel in toward the buttock for a moment and really pressing down through the tailbone. Staying connected to the breath. Okay, now begin to kick your foot away from your buttock and up, keeping your pelvis on the ground, just lifting the leg. And then press into your right hand and lift your chin and chest. If you like, stay here. If you want to add, you can lift the right leg, you can lift the right arm, you can do one or both. Keep kicking back and up through the left foot. If you happen to have your ankle, maybe you want to flex that foot to make that a little stronger. Breathe. And release down. Stack the hands under the forehead. Let the heels relax out or in, however they naturally want to fall. Feeling the breath recovering or benefiting from that last opening. And then extend the left arm forward, resting on your forehead or your chin. And reach back and take your right foot. And if you don't reach your foot, maybe you have a strap or a belt handy or a towel that you can wrap around the foot and hold on to. If not, if you have socks and you can reach those or a pant leg that you can reach, just improvise. Pulling the heel toward the buttock and really actively pressing the tailbone down, curling it down. Okay, now we're going to start to move the foot back and kick it up, lifting the chin, lifting the chest, staying here if you like, lifting your left leg if you like, lifting the right arm if you want. You can do either, you can do both. Make it yours. You can do none of it. The main part is to kick the foot back and up. Roll the eyes up. One more breath. Good. And relax down, resting your forehead on stacked hands. Release your hands coming onto your forehead. Clasp your hands behind your back in your non-habitual clasp. So however you feel like doing it, put the other thumb on the outside. And then bend the elbows, bringing the clasped hands onto your sacrum, your lower back. And then see if you can move the elbows toward each other. And then straighten the arms and lift the hands. Press the tailbone down, press the pelvis into the ground, and then lift the chin, lift the chest, reach back through the knuckles. You can stay here or you can also lift your legs. Feel the breath coming across the chest. Maybe the inhale floats you up a little higher. The exhale sinks your hips a little deeper. And release down. Turn and rest on either cheek. Feel your body on the earth. And then bring your head center coming onto your chin. Last version here, bending both knees, reaching back for both feet or the pants or a strap or a towel, whatever you can do. If you have your ankles, then you can flex your feet. Roll the shoulder blades in toward each other. Press the tailbone down. That's super important. We don't want to over arch the lower back. We want to ground through the lower spine and let the mid and upper back arch. Good. So we start inhaling, peeling the chin up, rolling the eyes up, and then exhale, kick the feet up. Kick your gaze up. Inhale deep. Keep kicking the feet. And release down. Rest on the opposite cheek. Let your heels flap out or in, however they naturally will. Feel your body breathing with the ground. And then place the hands under your shoulders. Bring your head center. Push into your hands, lifting up and sending your hips back to your heels, keeping the arms forward.
Pressing into the hands so that you're lengthening your hips back. Breathe into the length.
Keep your hands where they are and lift back to hands and knees. Spread the fingers, curl the toes, breathe in. And then on an exhale, lift the knees, keep them bent. That's it. Push forward into the 10 fingers, sending the sit bones back as though you're trying to line them up over the heels. Feel your back stretching long. Keep your arms deep inside your shoulders, like you're rolling your shoulders down your back. So then as you press into the fingers, you're not making space in the shoulder joint, but in the spine. Continuing to lengthen back through the hips. Sinking the ribs toward the thighs, dropping the head. Straighten the left leg, pressing down into the left foot, keeping the tension in the hands. Good. And then on an inhale, lift the right leg up, look forward. And then exhale, slide the knee up to the inside of the right hand. Keep the back toes curled under. Come up onto the fingertips, keeping the hands as much under the shoulders as you can. If they're in front, then your chest is going to need to collapse in. So walking them back, we want to open the chest up. Good. Send the ribs under you. Lift the back knee and push back through your left heel. And start to let the weight sink down into your right hip. Good. Bring the back knee down. Relax the back toes. Inhale, push into your fingertips. Lift the chest. Exhale, reach forward through your chest as you relax over. Resting the forehead on the floor, on hands, or on fists. If you want a deeper stretch in that right hip, then you can just bring your foot forward, away from your left hip. Good. Now, there's a tendency I see a lot to kind of let your weight shift toward that right hip. Try to see if you can level your hips, letting your weight come down into the front of your left hip. Feel that hip sinking. Now feel your breath breathing. Feel the exhale, allowing you to release and relax even more. Feeling if there is resistance and letting it go. Slowly press yourself up, coming onto the hands. Curl the back toes under and send your right leg back, bending both knees. Spreading the fingers, push forward into the fingers. Keeping the knees bent, press your ribs toward your thighs. Press your sit bones back toward the wall behind you. Relax your head. Pull the shoulders down the back. Keep pressing forward with the hands. And then straighten the right leg. Press the right heel toward the floor. Slow, steady breath. Sinking ribs, sinking head. And then on an inhale, look up, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring the knee up to the inside of the left hand, keeping the back toes curled under. Walk the hands back so that they're under the shoulders as best as possible. And then lift the back knee and reach back through your back heel. Maybe sinking down into your left buttock. Still reaching back. And then the back knee comes down, the toes relax, press into the fingers, lift the chest. And then reach forward, coming down, resting the forehead on hands, fists, or floor. And again, deepening the stretch if you want by bringing
the ankle more forward. Good. Exhale and relax. Relax. Yes, relaxing might make the sensation more intense. But after a few breaths, maybe your body will start to find a new normal. And you'll make space where there was tightness. And as you focus on your breath, your mind can relax. So even if there's still tightness, it's okay. You can just relax with it, be with it, allow it, breathing with it. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the arms, even the toes. Keep sinking the front of that right hip down. Good. And then come back up onto your hands, planting them shoulder width apart, curl the back toes under, and then step back, straightening both legs, spreading the fingers and pressing into all 10 fingers, lengthening back through the hips, sinking down through the chest and head, and pressing back through the thighs and down through the heels. Streaming breath through the body. And then slowly walk the feet up to the hands. Feet hip width apart, chin to the chest, roll yourself up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. And again, inhale, arms up. On the exhale, fold forward with straight legs. Good. We'll take the hands to the backs of the legs. Maybe you can reach your calves, if not the thighs. Then take a deep breath in, pressing the backs of your legs into the hands and the hands into the legs. As you exhale, stop pressing the legs, but keep pressing the hands. Scoop the belly in, release the body over. Push down into the feet, lift up through the sit bones, pressing the backs of the legs and the hands together. Exhale, belly scoops in and up. Continue like that. If it serves you, let it go. If it doesn't, firm through the feet, lifted through the thighs, lifted through the sit bones. Deep, slow breath.
Bend the knees, release the hands to the ground, coming all the way down onto your buttocks. Feet on the ground in front of you. Arms will come around the outside of the legs and then wrap the hands over the bottoms of the feet. As much as you can, see if the wrists can come over the tops of the toes so that the entire hand comes under. It's okay, you may not be able to get quite there. Don't sacrifice and bring the arms inside. We want to keep the arms outside the knees and just reach as far as you can. So even if maybe all you can do is wrap the toes, the tips of the fingers over the toes, as long as you've got something to hold on to, you're good. Good. Now, holding on, start to press the feet down. Relax your head. Breathe into the upper back. And then release. And come and lay on your back. Tuck your tailbone. Release your legs. Shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, place that on your eyes. Take the arms out to the side. The legs out away from each other. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, sinking the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, slight parting of the lips. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, washing away the activity of the mind. Bringing attention to your breath, then letting go of the breath. So you're not trying to breathe, you're just allowing breath to breathe for you. And completely immerse your awareness in the feeling of breath, the movement, the sensation, however it is, resting the mind in the breath, just as you rest your body on the ground. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting everything go now. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock from side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms together, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Bringing energy back into the body. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, and resting your mind in the space of your being. Feeling whatever aliveness is there. Seeing if there's any message there. And then slowly coming back up to sitting any way you're comfortable. Sinking down through the sit bones and lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.